Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 47. What happened last time?
Last time, we got to dive in deep to Sai's picture book, where they came to the stunning conclusion that it was a book about Sai and his dead brother. And also we saw Sasuke at the end. Very exciting episode, I have to say.
Indeed. Well, we're just trying to power through these episodes, because next arc's gonna be great, and I feel like there's not much to be gained from like meditating on each of these episodes where like nothing happens, or like obviously some stuff happens, but it's just really slow and dragged out. And like you said in a previous episode, it's not necessarily that nothing's happening, it's that it's the moment where like, wow, that's crazy, is dragged over the entire episode to where like you're already over it by the time the episode ends, and it's just like, okay, are we gonna get to another thing, or is that just
like
all you got?
You kind of already knew that the book was about Sai and his brother. However, if they had just taken like a 2 minutes max to like quickly look through the book and be like, oh yeah, I bet this is about Sai and his brother, you would have been like, sweet, confirmed, nice, moving on.
Yeah, but it's just a bit much. Anyway, We're gonna get into this. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Patreon to get a week ahead and uncuts. Yeah, support the official release. Let's go. Naruto Shippuden episode 47. It's also because we can't skip the recaps as well because of uncut. Is it silent?
That's freaky. The strange thing about Sai's picture book are these pages in the center. They're the only ones unfinished.
How much recap is there? Just curious.
Kinda creepy if you ask me.
5 minutes.
Like 2 minutes of recap. And then a minute and a half intro. It doesn't start till like 3.5 minutes in. Maybe that's probably partially why we feel like it's taking so long.
Naruto. Huh? We're gonna do this. Together we'll bring Sasuke back.
I feel like for the uncuts.
You bet we will.
Okay. We should start doing the Netflix skip recap and just counting down from where we are.
I don't mind them too much, but then it also skips the opening.
Yeah.
I like the opening.
Weren't you supposed to be here to help me hone a new jutsu this afternoon?
A new jutsu?
There's that insolent tone again.
Try not to be too upset. I thought we'd do something different today, so I brought along a little present for you. He's a leaf shinobi, just like you. Thought you two might like to get together and reminisce. Sasuke Uchiha.
You are my friend.
So I presume you're Sasuke Uchiha. My name is Sai. Get lost.
Okay.
It seems I'm the sort of person that people don't like right away, even if I wear a smile. Naruto took an instant disliking towards me as well. However, I have a funny feeling that you and I will get along better than I did with him.
That'd be terrifying.
Sasuke! I'm sweating. I have no emotions. I can feel nothing, and yet, just by meeting his eyes of how fear, Sasuke. From the bottom of a heart, I didn't think I had.
It's probably not a good idea to provoke Sasuke too much. He's even more difficult than I am.
I don't care about this guy.
Neither do I. You tell it like it is, Sasuke.
I've heard a lot about you. From Naruto. It seems he's been searching for you all this time. For 3 years now. I remember someone like that. Orochimaru. Let's go. You mean a great deal to Naruto. He thinks of you as a brother. At least, that's what Sakura told me.
Really dropping these names.
Yeah. Orochimaru, just don't provoke him.
As far as brothers go, I have only one. The one that I must kill. I'll be leaving you now as well. Here, take this, Kabuto. I want a bingo book made out of its contents. I'll leave everything up to you.
It just explodes.
What's this? The Anbu Black Ops Registry of Members directly assigned to the Hokage. It seems authentic.
Yikes.
All of their identities and information.
Straight ahead, under that rock wall.
Right to the ninja info cards himself.
And then I guess and then I guess all the, like, remaining Black Ops would just be the ones from the Foundation that are, like, loyal to him.
At the very least, we should be able to find a clue to his whereabouts.
I didn't even think of that.
Hold it. Not so fast.
Really like consuming stuff in hands. This.
It's this little
You need to
scene.
swallow this. It's perfectly safe, I'm sure. Here, Sakura. You too. I'll know where the both of you are and can find you.
Seriously?
Those seeds are a kind of transmitter, specifically for tracking a person's movements. It's a ninja tool that is only able to work off my chakra. I planted one of these in Sai's clothing and in his food.
When did you plant these things on him?
Back at the hot springs. Do you remember how I was the first to get out of the water?
He's, like, looking at all their stuff.
I think I soaked enough for one day. You see, I'm afraid I had an ulterior motive for treating you guys to that stay at the hot springs and that feast my expense.
So all that wasn't just to boost morale and team spirit, huh?
Lady Tsunade had warned me about Sai. Well, enough of that. Go on and swallow them.
Right, here goes.
Has to watch her do it first. Hey Sakura, lift up your tongue. I want to make sure you actually did it.
Sakura spits it out. We got him.
Now, Yamato, use your clone jutsu now.
Yes, sir!
Some interesting rock formations.
Yes. I think Orochimaru built this place, or like, is it left over?
I feel like he just,
squatting here?
yeah, he might have added like some of the snake elements, but
Would it be possible to meet the rest of Orochimaru's subordinates, the ones who are here?
There won't be any need for that. In fact, it's impossible. That's because there are no other people down here. Just Sasuke and myself, that's all.
In these halls, they might hear you scream, but I doubt they'll care.
So how are we gonna get in there?
We'll infiltrate from underground. Use style jutsu. We'll start by drilling a main shaft right here.
Okay, sounds good
seems
to me.
like a lot of work.
Well then, let's get started. When I give the signal, you follow one by one, in the order given.
All right, Naruto, this is it. Let's do it!
Naruto!
Finally found him. Sasuke.
All right, come on in.
Imagine how, like, you'd just be stressed out walking around just with the design of that place. You'd get, like,
Yeah.
your lizard brain would just be freaking out.
Sorry if it seems a little bare and gloomy, but it can't be helped. The bathroom's through there. When you don't have anything to do, you'll stay in here and keep nice and quiet. We'll be sure and let you know if anything comes up. Of course, I'm going to have to lock you in here, because after all, you're you are.
As I feared, the hideout's surrounded by a wall of rock.
What of it? I can take that thing down with one blast from my Rasengan. Wait a minute. Know we're here the minute you let loose with a jutsu like that.
This infiltration has to be done quietly.
Then what are we gonna do?
Anyone bring along a rock hammer?
The more solid the rock, the less force need be applied to a small crack. And
A single blade of grass can crack solid concrete if given enough time.
there you see, just like that.
Awesome.
They're in.
Sasuke!
Summoning seal. He had a seal on it to keep it hidden so nobody could read it.
Better get to work. If I don't get started compiling that bingo book, Orochimaru will get angry again.
Left it in there. I was gonna say, thought he like just put it down on the bed.
How forgetful of me.
If I keep this up, he'll think people with blood type A make better subordinates.
Why that joke again?
I don't get it. It's probably like a superstition, like maybe it's like your sign kind of thing.
I don't know.
Like it tells something about you.
We're almost there.
Are they gonna see each other?
Kabuto's walking so slowly, he's probably nowhere close.
They're really up in the suspense. How many times are we gonna see them running and Kabuto walking and Sai standing there looking at the book? Okay, then Sai, and then the team.
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, that was it. Pants down. Quick, close the browser. So who do you think's at the door?
I don't know. Probably, the team. Probably not Kabuto, I don't think.
I got it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, what'd you think of that episode?
Finally, a more interesting episode this
Something
time.
happened. Lots of stuff.
Several things happened. We found out that the seeds were indeed the tracker, and he gave one to Naruto and Sakura as well, so that he could track them. Then Kabuto, so Sai had a list of all of the Black Ops members. And then he gave it to Kabuto, but then Kabuto forgot it in his room. And then also in Sai's book, he had, like, what looked to be a similar thing, but people, like, crossed out. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, I don't know what, like, is this some sort of, like, they're, like, tricking Orochimaru as well or something? Or, I don't know what that could be, but he obviously didn't want Kabuto to find out about it, which sucks that he didn't notice the folder laying on the bed when he was checking the room for like traps, and then he's like, oh yeah, looks safe, I'll just start going about my secret business that I don't want Kabuto to know about, when Kabuto forgot his like next thing that he was going to do in my room. I'm not very observant there. However, they dug into the ground, which is pretty cool, and then went through the stone with the wood jutsu. Yeah, and now they're in, and they were like running down the hallway. So I don't know if it's Kabuto or them at the door. I feel like it's them, because like I feel like it's kind of like he ends up with them when they confront Sasuke. He's like, that's already confirmed. So unless there's a fight with Kabuto right now, which, I mean, you never know. There, like, if Kabuto confronted him, and then what if he just, like, killed Kabuto? That'd be kind of nice. But, so there could be some sort of fight with Kabuto. Or it could just be them. They could break him. They could, like, whatever's in his book could, like, actually prove that he's, like, maybe not evil or something. Or he still is, but they're bringing him with them anyway. They go off to look for Sasuke again. I don't know. But, oh yeah, Sasuke is just, like, Orochimaru's like, yeah, Sai, don't piss off Sasuke. It's like, oh, don't hype up the dog or whatever, and then, like
yeah.
30 seconds
Don't
later.
get him going 20 minutes before bedtime.
Yeah. It's like, just, don't do this. Sai just can't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, Naruto.
He thinks of you as a brother.
Yeah,
At least that's
Naruto.
what Sakura said.
Yeah. Just doing his, like, super shitty, like, same shit that he was already doing before. He's like, Sasuke is a traitor. Sasuke this. And now he's like, Naruto and Sakura.
He's being such a fucking troll.
And Orochimaru's just like, doesn't even care. He's like...
And Sasuke, what did he do? He put him under a genjutsu or something?
Then he's like, oh, I just looked at him and was terrified, even though I can't feel anything. I felt true fear in that moment.
Yeah, so either it was an actual genjutsu or he was just... I think he was just
scary.
struck by fear.
Yeah.
I think it was more like when Sasuke saw Orochimaru for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a genjutsu, but it seemed to be, maybe he was just really scared. I'm excited for the next episode. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we're, like, finally kicking it into gear here.
Well, let's see what happens in the next episode of Naruto Shippuden. We're gonna move right on. You can check out Patreon to get a week ahead and uncuts and a bunch of stuff if you're a patron already. Thank you very much for your support. But we'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.
Cavalon.